tonight. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, Mike?
First up, we have... and they'll be facing Steel Jaw from the United States of America.
This bout is scheduled for 6.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Straight left lands. Beautiful counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Well done with that counter shot. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. Misses with the straight left. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every switch.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. These two fighters are made for one another. Catch and shoot. He misses with that straight left. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? How about that time counter shot? You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I love that. That jab's slick. There's 1, 2.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. That could never happen.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. The perfect counter lands. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. That uppercut does not score. A lot of effort being exerted here. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Beautiful counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change everything in this battle. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back.
Here we go in round 3. Who's gonna land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
So much for defensive abilities. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Punch, counter punch. Good counter punch. That big hook doesn't land. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Carries that jab away. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Misses with the straight left. Those counter punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he has glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next.
There's the bell for round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice job blocking the hook. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. You believe what we are seeing. That counter shot lands. Just missed with that hook. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The steel jaw has been dropped. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Where did that come from? What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down, you've got to think, right, survive and then give it back the next.
And there's the bell for round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch. Just misses with that uppercut. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter.
Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Beautiful counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? That punch lands. Swing and a miss with the hook. Good counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Getting back into this. You're betting this, kid. Go back.
Good work. Now that's it.
There's the bell to start round 6. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
You'd like to see more jabs. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Can't land that jab. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. Missed him with that uppercut. Stamina is off the charts. Misses with the straight left. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. They miss with the jab. Nobody home with that hook. Every time they drop their guard, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In a mild upset, we have a draw here.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree. I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.